Hey everyone, welcome back to Garnock Reviews. Today we're checking out a 2019 Sabre 38 Salon Express. At the time of shooting this video, she was up for sale for $729,000 and she's lying in Daytona Beach, Florida. This is a great option for a couple that's looking to do some cruising, whether that's weekend cruising or extended liveaboard cruising. This yacht was designed, built, equipped and finished to an exceptionally high standard. The low air draft means you never have to worry about any bridge clearance issues. And if you were to order a similar spec boat today, it would take the best part of 2 years before you get delivery. So this one saves you considerable time and money over a replacement boat. And as soon as you step on board, you can take advantage of that beam. She's over 13 feet beam. She's about 41 foot in length, and it's just got so much space and stability. I love the clear deck. I love the high handrails and guardrails that there are. On the bow, this one's equipped with an electric windlass, and that windlass can be operated via remote, or it can also be operated at the helm. And I like the fact that in the port locker, you can see there's room here for fenders and ropes. And you've got something similar on the starboard side, but you also have access into the chain. But it's a great way of keeping everything handy, but out of the road at the same time. And as I pan round, I want to highlight this has got the non-slip deck on it, and as you can see from the weather, it's not the best of days, and not once did I feel like my feet were going to slide. It's got a phenomenal deck structure to it. I also like those massive windows. You'll see the advantage of that once we get inside. You see there's more handholds overhead, and then that takes us to the spacious aft cockpit. I love how much room is out here. You're easily going to get 4 or 5 adults sitting out here in comfort. And the back seats, those actually can move forward or back. So if you need more space in the bathing platform or more space in the cockpit, you can slide that electronically. There is storage underneath all these seats. And you've got easy access to that bathing platform from either the port or starboard quarter. And I also wanted to highlight that when the boat's not in use, the owner does a great job of keeping everything covered up. It just helps protect all the materials. And the aft cockpit's going to be where you're doing a lot of entertainment, and one of the advantages you've got with this boat is it's also got a retractable sun awning overhead, and again this is all electronics, but this can roll in or roll out and give you plenty of shade and protection as you need it. And that window you see between the aft cockpit and the saloon, that can also open, so that it then becomes like an open plan area. And underneath the aft cockpit, that's where you're going to find the main engines on board. Now this has got the optional upgraded Volvo D6. These engines are producing somewhere in the region of 370 horsepower each, but this was a $43,000 upgrade when the boat was new. For extra peace of mind, these engines are actually still under warranty, and they're also equipped with a Volvo joystick, and it's got a DPS Dynamic Positioning System. It's basically Volvo's equivalent of the Skyhook. We've also got a 7 kilowatt Northern Lights generator, and I love the sound shield that's on this one. I doubt you'll even hear or feel that generator running. And these engines have got around 438 hours on the clock, and in the right conditions you'll be hitting cruising speed somewhere in the 30 knot mark. But I was impressed with how clean and how dry everything was down here, as well as how much room you have. Everything's clearly labelled, so anytime you want to do any servicing, maintenance, repairs or upgrades, it's the perfect boat for it. You also see all those tanks. We've got a 100-gallon freshwater tank, we've got 257-gallon fuel tanks, and we've got a 60-gallon holding tank. I love the interior of this one. It's got a well-designed saloon. So in this format, it's got like a U-shaped seating area, and its table also drops down and becomes a convertible double berth. You see we've got that drinks fridge at the door. But what I thought was impressive is you can also switch this round so that the seats actually are forward facing, and that way you've got like a navigator co-pilot type seating arrangement. And opposite that fridge we just mentioned, that's where you're going to find a drinks cabinet. We've also got a fusion stereo in here with speakers both inside and outside the yacht. And as we move forward, as well as having additional storage, we've also got a pop-up TV. You can easily raise and lower this electronically, but it keeps it out of the way while the boat's in use. Moving forward again, you can see those windows have got great visibility, giving you plenty of natural light. And the helm seat is exceptionally comfortable, and that large window that you see, that can open as well. Not only does it give you ventilation, but you can also communicate with anybody you've got on the deck. We've then got your Volvo joystick controls, full engine instrumentation, there's a Garmin VHF radio. We also have the Garmin autopilot, And then we've got a fantastic Garmin multifunction touchscreen display. This has got chart plotter, radar, sonar. But on the port side, where the navigator is, they've also installed another multifunction display. This time it's a Raymarine unit, and they've done that on purpose, so that way there's redundancy between the Garmin and the Raymarine. But these two units do communicate with each other, so it's easy enough to plot a course and follow it. I also like the fact that overhead there's a number of opening hatches. And these have got a clever design where you can have the blind closed, but you can also have a mesh blind open there. And that way you don't need to have any bugs or debris coming in. But they've also installed a very similar retractable screen door that leads out to the aft cockpit, and again you can keep the door open, get that fresh air and not have to worry about anything coming in board. Moving forward again, as we take in that cherry wood interior, it's just a few short steps down and that takes you to the lower accommodation, and you'll find a galley on the port side. Here you'll find we've got good countertop space, but you've also got a 2-burner electric stove. You've got a convection microwave oven, and I like the fact there's as many opening hatches and portholes. That way if you are cooking you can always get extra ventilation, like any smoke or smells outside. Down below we've got more storage, but we've also got stainless steel refrigeration. This is in 2 drawers. And underneath the helm, that's where you're going to find this saloon area. And down here we have actually got an extra freezer installed. We've also got a TV mounted in the bulkhead overhead. And when I was filming the boat, the owner asked if I had got the pantry included. And when he came down to show me, this one's actually got retractable storage underneath the saloon area. And they've been using this as dry storage as a pantry, but it also then converts where you can make this a double berth using the infill cushion surrounding it. Moving forward again, on the starboard side is where you'll find the heads compartment. And this has got a clever design where you can access it from this main passageway, but you can also access it from the owner's stateroom. And I like the fact that the toilet and the shower is separate. And there's great headroom in here. I'm 6'2", and I honestly feel like you could use that shower in comfort. There's also plenty of storage in here for all your toiletries and personal belongings. And I've got like a little bench seating area built into the shower as well for extra comfort and convenience. And as we move into the owner's stateroom, this is located on the bow. I love the quality finish you have from all the woodwork in here. And to begin with, we've got that door access into the heads compartment I just mentioned. But behind that door is where you're going to find hanging locker space. There's more storage either side of the bed. And then they've got a clever design where you can have it where it's like an open plan. But if you do want extra privacy, again this is all electronics, and you can raise up a divide that's got a TV built into it. And this yacht's fully air conditioned with both hot and cold air available. And with all the storage space and comfort that's on board, I can definitely see this being an attractive boat to consider if you're a couple looking to tackle something like the Great Loop. Maybe you want to head down to the Caribbean and go island hopping. But regardless, you're certainly not going to be in a hurry back to shore. I'd like to thank Joe for the opportunity to come on board and take a look at this one. I'd love to hear your thoughts and comments. If you can leave a comment down below. If you haven't done so already, if you can hit like and subscribe, it really does make a difference. And as always, I look forward to catching you on the next one. Thanks everyone.